War zone, war zone. War zone, war zone. War zone, war zone.
Yeah, we gotta run around.
War zone, war zone.
Gotta get the people strong.
War zone, war zone.
Trying to spread the love.
War zone.
I own the rights.
Preach about the blood.
War zone, war zone.
Yeah, we gotta run around.
War zone, war zone.
Gotta get the people strong.
War zone, war zone.
Trying to spread the love.
War zone, war zone.
Preach about the blood.
Yeah, I'm in the war zone, war-torn, war clothes, trying to get my people right. Messiah, he was foretold. Jesus speaks the type of peace that prick your heart and make you strong. Humble down, let's keep it meek. Cry loud, let's hit the street. First we gotta power up on bended knee. We at his feet. The praise is his, make me discreet. The blood is real, it made me clean. Scrolls are good, I like to glean. Photos been from sowing seeds, pushing toward eternal life. He will wake me from my sleep. Lyrical, exegete, spiritual was how I keep. Flow majestic, by my king. Hear the scoffers talking G, sticking out the olive tree. Pray against the folly. See, words of wisdom, words of knowledge, I am seeking, got their heat. War zone, war zone.
Yeah, we gotta run around.
War zone, war.
Yo. This be the one they call Brother Drew, aka YBF Drew, because y'all bless his faith. You hear me? Give it up for that war zone, war zone. Let me see. Yes. Brother Drew, can you please report to the office? Can you please report to the office? Thank you. Okay, I'm here. It's been a few weeks, but tonight, this evening, whatever it may be, wherever part of the world you were at, if you catch this tonight, we're going to talk about delayed gratification. I think it is very important to discuss in this microwave society where people are entitled and they think everything is to be given to them instantly just because they are them and not because they had to work for it or earn it or do things that that makes them deserving of having something. Instead, it's just I want my gratification now. Everything just gratifies their flesh right now, and I want it. Anything that gratifies the flesh, I just want it right now. I don't want to have to work for it. I don't want to have to put in no time. I don't want to have to put in no pain. I want abs, but I don't want to work out. I want a slim waist, so I'm gonna just throw on this waist trainer and squeeze my organs up. Whatever. I want to be intelligent, but I don't want to read no books. So we are in this society where everybody thinks everything is to be given to them. And young men, if you are out there, Uncle Jesse has a question that he wants to ask you. If you feel like you're entitled and you want things given to you.
Are you a beta male? Beta!
Amazing. Gonna have me out here like Geno Jennings. That ain't Bible. I want Bible. Give me Bible. So we're gonna talk about the benefits of delayed gratification. It won't be before you long. But before we get into that, just want to sing a little bit. On the side, coming from the other side, falling on the knees and rise. What am I to make it right? 5 in the morning. Okay, I'm done. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Because I don't want to be here all night. Let me see something real quick. Where's my stuff? Brand banners. I'm gonna put my I'm gonna put that up. Just in case you wanna, bless me. I'm not begging for nobody for money. I'm not trying to manipulate nobody for money, but I'm just putting it up there just in case. Just in case this helps you and you be like, man, I want to help that brother out because he helped me out. Because I am in the hood, by the way. As you can see the graffiti. I am in the hood. And then if you listen closely, you hear gunshots. Trying to get up out the hood. So, whatever. It is what it is. You feel me? All right, so let's get into this delayed gratification thing, man. I want to talk about it. It's gonna be quick, I promise you. I'm not a long-winded person, unless I have somebody on here with me. I'm not gonna be talking very long. So, the plans of the diligent certainly lead to profit, but anyone who is reckless certainly becomes poor. Now, to be Diligent means is to keep doing it, to keep pressing in, to be disciplined, to keep working at it and doing what you're doing. And the diligent gonna lead to profit. But those who are reckless, anyone who is reckless, that means the person who seeks after immediate gratification. Reckless. As soon as you get a little money, you go spend a little money. I saw a clip. I saw a clip of a lady who was cussing her potential husband out, her fiance. She's cussing him out because he says he doesn't want to pay $250,000 for a wedding. That's instant gratification, right? He's saying, "Hey, I want to take that 250 and I want to invest it. Maybe we could double, triple, whatever, quadruple it." But she's saying, "No, you need to pay for the wedding with that money. That's a lot. That's a $250,000. That's $250,000 for a one day for a wedding for something that's a couple of hours. That don't make no sense." And that's what he's trying to explain to her. Because what if, even if they're well off, what if what he's currently doing comes to a screeching halt? The way that he's generating his income comes to a screeching halt. Now he's paid $250,000 for a wedding instead of investing it, and it didn't grow anywhere. And now they're $250,000 in the hole because of a wedding. That's a prime example of why delayed gratification is so important, because most people want to pay all these thousands of dollars for a wedding just to show off for people. Just to show off for people. Look, we got the money. Look at our wedding. We got all this. We got the best photographer. We got the best food. We got the best facility. All that. And it's to do what? Because it won't improve potential marriage, right? That's $250,000 could buy them a nice home. Some of that 250,000, excuse me, can go towards a honeymoon. But no, she wants it all on the wedding day. Make it make sense, right? Make it make sense. So let me hop into this real quick, because it's very, very, very important. It's very important, right? It's very, very important. Let me get my stuff pulled up. So before I go into that, I just want to know something. Do you want the red pill or do you want the blue pill? You want the red pill or the blue pill? Okay. Here we go. Let me stop stalling. Let me stop stalling because I said I wasn't gonna be here long. Stop stalling. Okay. So delayed gratification. Wealth obtained by fraud will dwindle, kind of like what we were just talking about. But whoever gathers it through labor will multiply it. Gather your stuff through labor. Labor. You cannot be lazy and expect something. All you can expect from being lazy is getting out of shape, getting no money, getting no significant other, a dirty house, excuse me, dirty car. All you can expect is nonsensical things to happen, right? All you can expect is nonsensical things to happen. Excuse me. When you get something instantly, especially if you scam for it, it will not last. You scammers out there,
Are you a beta male? Beta! Beta! Beta!
go get a real
Beta!
job. Stop calling people's phones. Stop hacking people's accounts. Stop doing that nonsense. It says when you get it instantly, especially if you scam for it, it will not last. That means you're going to spend it all up. You're going to get caught. You're going to go to prison. You're going to be somebody's cellmate who might fall in love with you. He gonna ask you what you do to get in here. You gonna say something like you scammed. You call people's phones to try to collect information. You hacked into people's social media accounts. You gave them links. You gave people, unsuspecting people, links who are not trained up in looking at that stuff and saying, I don't want to click on this, and blocking people. You go find them and you scam them. And you tell that soulmate that, and this is what he's going to do. Ow! 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 He going to bust you up because you in here for nonsense. You a thief, and you a petty thief. You a sucker. People work for their stuff. Stop stealing it. Go get a job. Go work, or Uncle Jesse's gonna ask you again.
Are you a beta male? Beta! 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 Beta!
And then right behind him is gonna be Geno Jennings. That ain't Bible. Why are you stealing? That ain't Bible. Right? It says you have to build a stronger project with diligence and patience. Patience. Patience is a virtue, man. Patience is so virtuous. It is. Patience is so virtuous, man. You're going to rush into something that's going to bust you upside your head. It's like a cinder block that came down on you. You're going to put a weight on yourself, a burden on yourself that you didn't even need just because you rushed. Being patient and working smart. Now, working harder doesn't always mean super laborious. Working hard can mean you can still be smart about how you're working, and it doesn't have to be so laborious where it's breaking you down physically and mentally, right? So be patient and work smart, but with continuity and without cheating people on your way up. You burn bridges you can't cross back over. You already burnt the bridge. You cannot cross back over a bridge that you burnt up. And it takes time to build a bridge. So if that person is still willing to connect with you, you have to rebuild that bridge, and that takes time that you shouldn't even have to use because you shouldn't have burned it in the first place. So continuity or diligence or discipline, not giving up, and don't cheat nobody out of their hard-earned money is how you properly bring it in for you and your family. Share. Have a mindset of sharing. If you got game, if you got the game and you holding on to it, what good does that do you when you go to the grave? I remember asking my, I'm a plant-based eater now, but I remember some years back asking my grandmother how she makes her famous macaroni that the family enjoys. And she ended up spilling the beans, told my wife. Wife got the ingredients and all that stuff, and she knows how to make it. But the thing is, she could have took that to her grave, and nobody in the family would ever taste the macaroni again. Don't be selfish. Give up some game. If you know how to get in shape, and you know that the person that's asking or inquiring maybe can't afford a personal trainer, give them a basic workout plan that you know is tried, tested, and true. And curtail it to them, because you got to know if they got an injury, if they got something that prohibits them from doing certain things or inhibits them from doing certain things, and you give it to them. Sometimes giving stuff away for free is not taking a nail. Sometimes it feels good to give people stuff. And if you got some game that you hold on to, the reason why you don't want to give up the game is because you're afraid that they're going to bypass you. But if you're constantly working on your craft and getting better, they may not bypass you, and you should be confident, right? Give up some game. All right. So you find development in patience. You develop when you're patient because you have more time to get better at what you're doing. You build a stronger project, diligence and patience When you expect something to happen too fast, you'll have a tendency to give up if you don't meet that expected deadline, right? I want to have the best shot on the team. All right, the season comes around and you don't have the best shot on the team yet. But you still have to work. Keep working on the shot. Don't just stop working on the shot. And your shot will get better and better and better. I want to have low error rates at work. All right. Well, you just got out of training. You're not that great at it right now. But if you keep getting better and better and better, you'll be proficient and efficient. You want to be a better shooter. You want to get your groupings better on your target. Guess what? Don't stop shooting. Keep shooting. Put more bullets down range. Put more ammo down range. And then as you practice and you aim towards what you're trying to do, your groupings will get better. Right? Form good habits that become a lifestyle. When you gain insight, you find success. That goes back to getting game. You got some mentors who want to give you some game, take the game. You gain insight, and then you find success. And insight typically takes time to gain, and insight gives you patience. Insight takes time to gain, but insight gives you patience because you know it takes time to gain the insight. So taking the time to get the insight develops your patience. Now that patience is able to move on to whatever endeavor that you are willing to take on. And that willingness to learn, that willingness to get insight is to go on to the next adventure or endeavor that you want to take on. But luxury is not appropriate for a person with no insight because it will be squandered away without a chance of leaving some type of inheritance behind. A wise man leaves behind an inheritance. Luxury is not appropriate for a person with no insight. Why? I use this analogy all the time. There's a difference between a person who just who guessed some numbers and won a lottery for multi-million dollars and a person who built a company from the ground up and got multi-million dollars. What's the difference? The person who won the lottery just wanted money, and so they're going to squander away. Go look it up. Google it. So many lottery winners have squandered away their fortunes. There was a young lady a couple of years ago who kept bailing her useless boyfriend out of jail with her lottery winnings and she used up all her money until she was doggone near broke on this dude. Squandered her lottery winnings away. Or you got dudes who win the lottery and they squander it all on prostitutes and coke and cars and houses and all that stuff. Something that's not bringing the money back. Now, if you go buy houses and you using them to recoup and get the money back, renting them out or whatever, fine. You're a real estate investor. But when you just going to go buy houses all over the place, just so when you fly here, and here, this is where you're gonna stay for 1 or 2 nights, and then for the rest of the year, you're just sitting there. You're not renting it out, Airbnb or nothing. You squandering. But the dude who builds his company up from the ground up, I mean, he started from the dirt, built it up, worked hard, worked consistent, worked diligent, worked smart, put in the pain, put in the work, put in the hours, thinking about his family, thinking about leaving an inheritance behind. When he gets there, he will not squander his money away. He's gonna have an investment portfolio that's phenomenal. He's gonna have other types of investments like I was just talking about, rental property. He's not gonna go buy 15 cars. He's not gonna have a house with 15 bathrooms when there's only a total of 6 butt cheeks in the house. Right? He's gonna have life insurance. He's gonna leave an inheritance behind for his children and his will. He'll have some wealth, and there'll be something for the generations to come, as long as the next generation takes care of it as well. That's why luxury is not appropriate for a person with no insight. It'll be squandered away. Okay, so you have to honor the progress, have gratitude, be thankful for this process, be thankful for this progress, be thankful for the hard times, be thankful for the easier times, be thankful for any times in between. Appreciate it. And I always go back to working out because it's such an easy way to understand this. When you first start working out, you're going to be sore. Those first few days, you're going to be sore. And that's what separates the person who's going to quit from the person who's going to see it through, is that soreness. Oh, I'm sore. I can't do this. Nope. But the person who sees it through is the person who appreciated and knew that those are just muscles that haven't been worked in a long time being worked. Probably haven't worked out since gym class or PE class in middle school. Now you're an adult, you're working out, you want to get back in shape, you want to look a certain way. Fight through that soreness because it's going to happen. It's going to be like that the first maybe month or so. Guess what? You get around it, you get through it, you continue to work, continue to push, you'll continue to progress. Even if the progress eases up, it slows down, you still keep going. Because no work is no progress. But if you're getting slow progress, it means you're still working. So you got to keep going. Got to. Enjoy the time under tension because it builds endurance. It says there's one who labors and take pains and is hasty and is so much more behind because of that haste. You want to move so fast. You can't delay your gratification. I got to have it now. I need it now. And this is why people become criminals. I need that money now. I need that fast money, bro. Let me sell this coke. I need that fast money, bro. Let me scam. I need that fast money, bro. Let me rob them. Let me hit this lick. 211. No, slow down. Find something that you're good at, that you're passionate about, and take that trail. Follow the yellow brick road. Do the right thing. If you don't do the right thing, Uncle Jesse's going to ask you a question.
Are you beta male? Beta! 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 Beta!
Knucklehead.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ow!
Do the right thing, man. Stop being stupid. All right? Okay. We make rash decisions because of impatience. Slow down. Wait. Think. You know what you should do every night before you go to bed? Besides pray, because I'm a believer and I'm going to pray. But take some time and think. And write down your thoughts. Boom. Have a gratitude journal. Write down things that you're thankful for. You'll realize that you have a lot to be thankful for. You'll be a lot more patient because you realize how much you have to be thankful for. You'll be a lot more appreciative because you realize how much you have to be thankful for. Right? There are important things that can be practiced, like living a healthier lifestyle. You hear it all the time. You hear the cliche, health is wealth. Well, you can't do anything if you're not healthy. It's hard to do anything if you're not healthy. Now, matter of fact, no, I'm not even gonna say that because that gives that takes away from people who actually are doing things. But you should seek healthy to be healthy. You should seek healthiness. Right? You should seek to be healthy. It starts with your health. Work on that. Today for the possibility of living better later. Impulse control helps with overall self-control. If you can control your impulse, you're better at self-control. We can't keep confusing monetary pleasure or momentary pleasure for actual lasting happiness. Uh, we can't keep confusing and conflating momentary pleasure for actual lasting happiness. That thing you do right now might not be happy about 3 years from now. You should think about this in terms of relationship as well. In relationships, that boyfriend, that girlfriend, that lady, that man that you're seeking after, you ignore red flags because you want the instant gratification right now. I want a relationship right now. You ignore red flags, and 3 years later, you wonder how this happened. How did we get here? We're broken up. We're jacked up. Just got out of a toxic relationship. It was ugly. It was terrible. Why? Instant gratification, right? You didn't properly court. You didn't properly vet. You just dove in head first into the shallow end. Can you imagine an adult person going to go jump in 2 to 3 feet of water head first, and thinking that's going to end up good for you? Shallow minded is jumping into the shallow end. Got to learn how to wait for stuff. Uh, and wonder why things aren't going right or why you feel tricked. Again, you have to work through the process with patience to make sure both parties are getting who is good for them. Both parties are getting who is good for them. It's imperative. Or else a couple of years down the road, you're going to be wondering how we got here. And then you're going to be talking all bitter about that person. And then eventually it's going to hit you like, oh, they was like this from the jump. But I wanted a relationship so bad. I wanted to go show my man. I wanted to go show my woman off to my family so bad. I wanted to show them off to my friends so bad. I wanted to change my relationship status on Facebook so bad. I wanted to post couples pictures on Instagram so bad that I ignored everything because I wanted instant gratification rather than delayed. You smell what the rock is cooking? Okay. When you're building something, it usually takes time. Goes back to that bridge. Usually takes time. If it's rushed, it may collapse due to missteps. Can you imagine building a house and you want to get it done so fast? Matter of fact, I seen a video of this stuff the other day. They put the framing up, and I guess the framing didn't do so well. It didn't hold up because maybe they had missteps, maybe they rushed it, and the framing just collapsed over. And there was two houses next to each other that were just framing, and one house collapsed over and fell into the other house of framing, and it collapsed as well. Missteps. Now you got to go back and do it over again. You got to explain to the people who are probably moving or how had those homes built. Hey, and you may be fired because of that. Y'all don't have to put it back up. Y'all go ahead and get up out of here. I'm gonna go get somebody a little bit more professional, somebody who wants to take their time. Because what if y'all would have got that stuff up? What if y'all would have got that stuff up and then got the sheetrock on and then got the house together and say that it's moving ready and people move in and the house collapses? Now we got a huge problem. You better be thanking God that it fell when it did, and that all I have to do is fire you, and you don't have people up your butt suing you for every last penny that you have. Take your time and do stuff. Take your time and do stuff and learn it. If you want to be, if the kid says, I want to be like Michael Jordan, I want to be like Kobe Bryant, I want to be like LeBron James, that kid has to take his or her time and shoot the basketball, dribble the basketball constantly, work on defense constantly, work on passing constantly, work on free throws constantly. It's a journey. We give up journeys just because we want to be at the destination so fast. Stop thinking about the destination. Think about the journey. Right? The payoff feels better because you're able to look back and see what you had to accomplish, goals that you set out, or see what you had to do to accomplish the goals that you set out. Now you can look back at the beginning and be like, dang, you've come a mighty long way. And that's can go your gratitude journal. Thank God. Thank the Most High. Thank y'all. Look at what we've done. Diligence. Diligence. He tells you diligence. That first thing I read was from Proverbs. It's from the Bible. Jeez. All right. Fear of humiliation. You told people that you were setting out to do something and you want to get it done so fast because you fear humiliation. You fear that they won't accept that you haven't gotten it done so fast. Don't worry about that. Y'all worry about external stuff too much or external pressures too much. Don't worry about that. Take your time and get done what you have to get done for you and your family. Right? So essentially, delayed gratification is a principle of self control, and self control is immensely important in one's life. So, one, it strengthens your impulse control. We talked about that. It helps you save money. So, the person that wants to be fresh all the time, what they're going to do, they're going to take their paycheck and go buy some shoes and clothes and all this and that. And why? It all boils down to you want to impress people because you have a fear of humiliation. You don't want nobody talking about your clothes. You don't want nobody talking about your shoes. But a lot of people who are wealthy, extremely wealthy, don't care about that stuff. And me, this is just me personally, I care more about a good, deep conversation with you. I care about you spiritually, mentally, physically. Like, can you pour in? Can we have an intellectual conversation? Can you teach me something? I don't care about your Jordans. I don't care about your Gucci belt and your Gucci shirt and your Gucci loafers. None of that makes any difference to me personally, because I've gone deeper than the surface of my younger days. Maybe back then I was buying Jordans and stuff, but I've gone deeper. A lot of that stuff is a facade. It's to hide insecurities, or it's peer pressure. I want them to think that I'm fresh. I want them to think that I'm dope. I don't think you dope if you got on Jordans and Gucci and stuff and you can't even talk properly. And that's not to disregard ebonics or nothing like that, because we all, we talk how we talk. But if you can't switch that and come into like an intellectual conversation, then it's kind of like, all right, you got Jordans on. All right, you got Gucci on. You look good. What can you teach me? What kind of game can you give me? What benefit are you to my mind? Because the Gucci is just going, the money that you pay for that Gucci is just going into somebody's pockets. Money that you pay for them J's, MJ getting paid off that. But what are you doing to grow your mind so that maybe one day you can become the person that benefits from them buying your stuff? All right. Oh, if you're enjoying this and if you want to, Cash App is flashing. You can help me get out the hood. But seriously, like we need to have better interpersonal reactions where it's not about what you're wearing. I'll be the first person to tell you you look good. But beyond that, now let's go beneath the surface. Let's talk about something. You look good. Now let's talk about something. Because I don't want to spend 10 minutes talking about your outfit. Oh, those are dope. Where you get those from? How much they cost? Oh, those are real joints right there too. You see the butter leather? Oh man, your belt is fly, bro. You got drip. All right, now we're beyond the drip. We're beyond the drip. Let's go to the poor. Oh, we are beyond the drip. Let's go to the poor. What can you pour into me? What can I pour into you? By the end of this conversation, I want to forget that you even had Gucci on. I want to be blown away and amazed by some knowledge that you dropped on me, some wisdom, some gems, some proverbs, some wisdom of Solomon, some Solomonic wisdom. But impulse keeps us doing that stuff. Keeps us purchasing nonsense to impress people who don't really give two rats behinds about you, and will probably rob you for them Gucci and all that stuff. I go to Walmart and buy my clothes, but they're starting to get expensive too. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna hold you. I like this quote that I saw in the Bruce Lee book today. It says, "Shame is fear of humiliation. Shame is fear of humiliation at one's inferior status in the estimation of others." You feel ashamed because you think that you have an inferior status in the estimation of others. That's why you go buy these expensive things, because you feel like if you don't have it, if you can't delay that gratification, if you don't have it now, if you don't look like this now, your peers are going to make fun of you and you're going to be embarrassed and humiliated by it. But at some point in time, you have to stop caring. You really do. You really have to stop. If somebody look down at your shoes and you could tell they feel like them shoes are busted and disgusted, I ain't telling you to go walk out in public looking any old time kind of way. Make sure your shoes are at least kept, but make sure your clothes are ironed and you're not all wrinkled and stuff. But just because you don't have on Gucci or Louis Vuitton doesn't mean, first of all, you can be fresh without it. That's one. And it doesn't mean that you are inferior to those around you because they got it on. You got to make it make sense to you. So I'm going to say it again. We got to go beyond the drip and let's get into the pour. What can you pour into me? What can I pour into you? All right. You got to build routine and structure as opposed to being sporadic. You got to build a routine. You got to build structure. A strong structure is what holds the building up. A routine is what keeps you going. Keeps you going. If you don't have a routine and you're sporadic all over the place, you can't focus. Routine keeps you focused. Get up at 4, pray, I work out, I drink my water, I eat my fruit, take a shower, get dressed, I go to work, blah, 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 blah. A routine. And it becomes second nature. It becomes second nature to you. right? You don't get penalized for jumping the gun. So we're talking about delayed gratification now compared to track and field. When you jump the gun, everybody's in their blocks. You decided to jump out quick. Thought you was gonna jump out quick, and before the gun went off, you jumped out, pow, gun went off. Now you penalized. Well, you get a warning. You do it again, pop. Now you're penalized. You might have to sit the race out, right? But if you wait till the right time and you get out those blocks, you have a chance in the race, then you can win the race. You don't get penalized for jumping the gun. Don't jump the gun. Delayed gratification. Don't get in that relationship just because you need somebody right now. I'm lonely. Don't sign that contract without reading it, without getting a lawyer to read it. Just because you've been wanting to rap your whole life. Read the contract. Don't get you a slave contract. Read it. Decline it if it's nonsense. Or proceed if it's good, if it helps you. Because at the end of the day, it's your talent. They may back you with some money. Okay, cool. Let them recoup their stuff. But your talent and your writings. Delayed gratification. Don't need it today. Get it after you put the work in. And then you can go back and really appreciate the journey. It's my last thing and I'm out. I'm out. Form the kind of habits that will lead to major purpose. If you want to be a better believer, you want to be connected to the Most High, you have to pray, you have to read your Bible, study your Bible, right? No, anything under that as far as your personal success, like you have to be diligent. You cannot be lazy. You have to be diligent. You have to fight that you have to fight that I don't want to do it today. Anybody who's ever worked out in the gym knows that the days that they didn't feel like going and they still ended up going with some of the days that they felt like they lifted the whole gym. Anybody that owns a home knows that you never feel like mowing the lawn. You never feel like uh, raking the leaves or blowing the leaves up in the fall. You never feel like shoveling that snow. But when you do it, your house always looks better. When you shovel that snow and get that salt down, it's easier to get in and out of your driveway. Excuse me. You mow that lawn, looks good. Y'all see the meme. Y'all seen the meme. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Y'all seen the meme where Kurt Hennig standing there with his hands on his hips and it says, "This is how dad looks after he mows the lawn. He looks outside." It's true. Anybody who mows their lawn will go stand out the door and look. They do it at least 5 times that day when it's freshly mowed, and they go look at the job that they did. It's true. But you have to put in the work to get that gratification, man. It really enhances you. It's life is a journey, man. Like, why do you want the ending of everything so soon? Like, journey. Take the journey, man. Anyway, I'm done. I just want to say thank you for tuning in to YBF Drew On purpose, on purpose, on purpose, on purpose. On purpose, on purpose. I be on my purpose on purpose. Hey, on purpose, on purpose. I be on my purpose on purpose. Hey, on purpose, on purpose. I be on my purpose on purpose. Hey, on purpose, on purpose. I be on my purpose on purpose. Deuce, shalom, peace. I love you. Goodbye.